This week marks 1 year since I signed back on to social media after 7 years off of it. After all that time just living quietly on my farm, it felt like it was time to create and share and connect again. I'm not trying to rebuild a music career. I laid that down a long time ago. I'm grateful for that season, but it's in the past. I'm not creating and sharing to try and be famous. Honestly, that was once a goal. I mean, not in the very beginning, but at some point it did become that. So I ran a dagger through the heart of that beast, and I traded the stage and the spotlight and the applause for farm chores, anonymity, and dinner with my family every night. And after 7 years of regenerative living, healing, rebuilding, resting, all of a sudden a new season of growth started. I began creating again, and I wanted to share it. Not aspiring to be famous, but to be faithful. It's just something I feel like I'm supposed to do again. In the 7+ years that I was out here on my farm away from social media and not making music, people would often ask me if I missed touring, if I missed making records. And I would say no. If a tour bus pulled up in my yard right now and offered me a bunch of money to go on tour, or a record label came down and offered me a deal, I would pass. And I have. I don't miss it. For all the music industry gave me, and I am grateful. It's weird, but I am thankful. That season gave me a lot, but it also took my love of music, or I should say I allowed it. I allowed it to take it away from me and turn it into a business. When I quit, I put all my instruments in storage. I stopped writing songs, something I had done since I was a kid. I stopped singing. I stopped playing music. And I began to do something I'd never done before, farm. I guess in a lot of ways it felt like the farthest thing from music. I would have told you I do not miss those things, but I did miss the connections that music allowed me to create with other people. I missed it. Some of my greatest friendships have come because I wrote a song and I shared it and someone connected with it. Doors opened for me that changed my life, that connected me with people and relationships that I cherish. And I point all that back to taking this gift that God had given me and giving it away. I missed connecting with people in the way that creating and sharing allows you to. I live on 93 acres with my family in Middle Tennessee. I drink coffee with my wife every morning. I do farm chores, and now I'm writing and making music again. And I share it here on social media with whoever shows up and connects with me. I've got a different perspective now on all of it. I believe a meaningful life doesn't have to be praised to be precious. Purpose, conviction, truth, it still matters. And there are people who live it. The world is full of people who will sell their souls to the highest bidder. But for every person that will, I believe there's also someone who will stand up and say, I'm not for sale. The world is changing fast, and it changed a lot over the 7 years that I was away from social media and away from the public eye out here on my farm. Getting back on social media was a bit of a shocker, but I've learned a lot. I've had some of my posts reach millions of people, and some of them didn't reach anybody. And I'll be honest, sometimes it's a challenge. I do have to remind myself quite often that the goal is not to go viral. It's just to show up with my whole heart and let that be enough. I've made mistakes. I've posted things that I regret, and I've gone to my journals and I've made notes. I don't want to be that guy. One of the things I wrote down is these three things remain: creating, consuming, and critiquing. And the least of these is critiquing. I have fallen into the trap. The lure of likes is real. And if you pay attention, you see that the more controversial something is, the better chance it has of being shared. Sometimes it's easier to just mock what someone else has created than to create something yourself. I have done it. I have failed. But I am trying to learn, and I have written down what this is about for me. Again, I want to create, I want to share, and I want to connect. And I'm trying to run the content I create through that filter. Is this the way I want to connect with people? Is this the thing I want to share? Is this what I want to create? I made a reel a couple days ago that I think is really funny and I think would do really well on social media, but it doesn't check the boxes, so I'm not posting it. And the thing I will post may not get the same attention. Unfortunately, vulgarity is more likely to go viral than values. But again, that's okay. I'm not here for vanity metrics. It is a temptation I will overcome. What I have loved about this past year is when I create something and I share it, and I get a comment or a DM or something that lets me know I am connecting with people again. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm enjoying. Or the people who drove across country or booked flights and flew here from all over the country to one of my barn concerts I did this past year. It's overwhelming to have someone. It's one thing for me to go to your city and you show up for a concert. It's another thing for you to leave your state and come to mine to be a part of a concert here at my barn, on my farm, with my family. Thank you. It is what I miss most during my time away, and you gave it back to me. For those of you who have joined my email list to stay connected on a deeper level than you can get just scrolling social media, it means the world to me. That's why I'm here, and thank you for connecting. What's great about creating and sharing this time around is it's not about trying to reach the most people anymore. It's about reaching the right people. There was a time when I made music to compete. I can honestly say I'm making it now to connect. What's next? I don't know. I'm just trying to be faithful to what I feel in my soul. There's more music coming. There will be more barn concerts. There will be more moments of connection that really matter. If something I've posted over the past year has resonated with you and you have liked or commented or sent me a DM, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for listening. Thank you for caring. Thank you for sticking around. If you're not on my email list yet, that's where I can go deeper than what social media allows. Go to warrenbarfield.com and sign up. I'll send you a free song as a thank you, something I wrote and recorded right here in this room, the homemade version. Stick around. Let's see what's next. I don't know what else to say. Thank you.